Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the I'm Burger Podcast. Give it up for our crew tonight. We got a great show with us. Megan Rice.
Hey.
Preston Blaine.
Oi.
We got Ryan Talmo.
Hello.
And special guest, producer of the Comedy Underground, phenomenal comic, very all-around great guy, Mr. Matt Devlin.
How you doing tonight?
All right. We got a great show tonight. A lot of stuff to talk about. One of the biggest things going on right now in L.A., let's say, for comics.
Well, first, before you say this, because any comics listening, call in 800-893-9562.
Correct. Thank you, Megan. I always forget the numbers. That's right. 800-893-9562. Call in. I know a lot of comics are talking about this. It is the firing of Tommy Morris at the Comedy Store.
Was he... We all know he's fired, right?
Yes.
But we don't know why, though.
We're not quite sure why he was fired.
Him being the booker and basically the talent, the talent firewall between him and the comedy store. To get on stage.
Well,
he was the guy.
As Pauly Shore put it in a show he was doing at the Comedy Store, when he said, he goes, give it up for Tommy. He washed my mom's hair. So Tommy started out as Mitzi's personal assistant, changing her, cleaning her, taking her to the restroom, showering her, stuff like that.
So he hasn't been doing it so this was when she started getting sick, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah,
she had an assistant.
Was,
Tommy moved in. He was her assistant. Then he got his way into the Comedy Store. And
was he ever a comic?
No. Funny enough, he had to go up one time in front of Mitzi as a comic to even be, to work there at that time, saying he was a comic and bombed horribly.
Right.
But, he never a comic. I just saw a video of him that he put out for comics talking about how he's the wizard. He's the brains behind the Comedy Store.
Oh, God.
He's everything the Comedy Store is.
By the way, that's not a good thing to say.
Well, I was
going
to say, which I agree with. I believe he worked very hard to destroy that place.
Yeah, he did. No, exactly. He is everything the Comedy Store.
He is everything.
It's really hard to ruin a 30-year legacy of great comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's what I say. I'll tell you this is whether you think Mitzi was out of her mind, whether you think she was a jerk, or whether you think she was a genius. I think she was a genius. But the fact is, she brought to comedy her true feelings. Nothing was ever pushed in, with the exception of Francesca Hilton. Other than her, nobody was. But Zsa Gabor calls you up and says, "Put my daughter on." You fucking do it. But
Zsa Gabor's daughter did comedy?
Oh, yeah. Francesca
God.
Hilton. You never met Francesca Hilton?
No.
Okay, not to jump too far off subject. She's the ugliest possible Hilton ever. She literally looks like Matt Devlin if he shaved. And
Thank you.
That's a good-looking woman. That's a good-looking woman.
Shaved Matt Devlin with a shaved face would make a really hot Greek broad.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, no. Very good-looking guy, not a beautiful woman. And but other than that, Mitzi would always pick people based on what she saw.
Are there any good-looking Hiltons, for the record?
Thank you.
Good question.
Thank you, sir.
The dad. The dad.
Conrad, right?
Yeah, Connie.
Conrad Hilton. He was dapper.
He
Let's
was
say
poised.
they call him
And his
Ground
eyes were
Zero.
even.
Yeah, they call him Ground Zero. It's where the herpes started. But yeah, so Tommy got fired. I'm not sure all the information involved.
A lot of people are very excited.
I knew Tommy for a long time. The problem I had with Tommy, well, the simple problem I had with Tommy is he tries to control comics. He tries to tell them what to do, and he's a racist.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, right?
But I mean, I you know what? That's the thing. He gave me spots. How
long had Tommy been there?
Oh, gosh. Tommy was there quite a few years before I even got there. So he's been there probably about 15 years.
Like the early 90s, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, shit. Yeah. So he's probably going on 20 years or so. But, but see, that's the thing is you go through all that and you do fucked up stuff. And you give people spots, and I won't even name names. Like, I'm not going to throw out there like, oh, Chris D'Elia got spots because who his dad was, and Tommy wanted to get on his TV show. I'm not going to say that, like, that guy Brandon got passed because Tommy wanted to use his studio time.
No names, though, guys. No names.
I'm not saying
no names. We're not going to say names.
I'm not saying that,
last
like,
name?
Brandon, oh, God, I don't even know, not Walsh. Walsh brothers are great. It was Brandon, some English guy used to bring his own microphone on the stage. He was fucking awful.
Christy.
Amazing musician. And so Tommy passed him because he was giving Tommy studio time.
Yeah.
Oh, so many
And
people.
Tommy wanted to be a musician.
So many
Are
people
you
would give
telling
Tommy
me
free
there's
pot.
quid pro quo in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy.
Thank you. Like,
If you brought
my
Tommy
mind is
pot,
fucking
I gotta
blown
go.
right now.
If you brought Tommy pot,
Telling
you
me people
here?
do favors for stuff here?
This show is all about giving people new information, like
Right.
people blow each other for spots in Hollywood.
is like the
no one's
CNN
I'm
of
uncomfortable right now. I'm very
so
uncomfortable.
you were thinking that Matt Edgar was just hanging out with Jeff Garland?
I have no idea what you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about.
Matt Edgar's a cute
Most of the
little
time we
boy.
don't.
Jeff Garland was fucking him and giving him spots. It goes on throughout Hollywood. But with Tommy, part of the problem was, so if you gave him weed, if you did this or that, you'd get spots. Someone one time told me, they go, oh, do you give Tommy weed for spots? I go, absolutely not. I go, Tommy likes one weed I get. I charge him 10 extra bucks and told him to his face. It'll cost you $10 for me to pick this up for you when I'm getting weed. It's gas money to bring it down here. Okay. He was fine with it. So once in a while, I when I got weed, I'd get him some and I'd charge him and I'd sell weed to other people to make money. Motherfuckers are giving this dude bags of weed to get on stage. And he's taking it.
Right.
And he single-handedly has had a lot to do with the destruction of comedy in L.A. And so he has that legacy.
Yeah.
I will say, just a lot of people don't respect the Comedy Store anymore,
Well, it's
and I
interesting.
think Tommy has a big part to do with that.
I gotta say, as all the friends and family members, they're on Facebook, especially. They're posting stuff about making fun of all the other comics that are kind of praising the departure of Tommy. So,
Yeah, because the only reason they got
Because they
in.
got passed.
Right. Yeah, the people that got
Yeah,
in
you
with
take Matt
Tommy.
Edgar,
Yeah,
Sandy
so
Donto,
you can-
all those motherfuckers.
they're afraid.
They
They don't know
only
what to
get
do.
in. If
Yeah.
Paulie dies, they're all fucked.
yeah.
But do you think this is obviously this isn't going to be like announced on like TMZ or something, but do you know who the new booker there is?
Right
gonna
now,
be?
Adam Eggert's
yeah.
doing it. Now, I'll tell you this. Adam Eggert, and, I haven't called it in years because of how shitty it's gotten. Adam Eggert is actually, from what I remember, a really good guy. Hopefully, he's going to remain to be a good guy or still is a good guy and not a cunt piece of shit who's going to be just throwing out spots to see what he can get. But Adam Eggert already had a foothold in comedy as far as he was working with Norm Macdonald, things like that. He doesn't want to be a comic. He just does his job.
Yeah.
He was the only one there who ever just did his job,
Right.
as it was a job. But who knows? Now,
Here's my thing. This is my, why would you not want to do a great job at this? Like, the Comedy Store, honestly, that's a huge fucking name.
Well,
People still go there because it's the fucking Comedy Store.
Right.
Zero.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a huge name. Like, why would you want to give spots to people that aren't good because you want to laugh at crazy people or because you want free weed? Why wouldn't you want to give spots to people because they're fucking good and you want to make the store good?
Well,
Right.
I think it's clearly something that Tommy must not have cared much about comedy. He was happy to be the guy.
he
And
was happy to be in
people
power.
sucked up to him. If you have power and people are sucking up to you, like, that's fucking great. Like, you'll throw all your shit out the window and be like, I don't have any standards anymore. Like,
Yeah,
that,
but you're gonna
Not everyone.
You're gonna leave a disgusting legacy.
I know
behind.
not
Yeah, you're a
everyone
pig.
would do that, but a lot of people are human and would say, okay, I'm doing this person a favor, they're doing me a favor at the same time. I'm the fucking gatekeeper, so everyone has to fucking be nice to me. Like, people that fucking,
But that's a
I'm
responsibility
not
being
saying
the
he's a
gatekeeper.
good
That's the
guy.
word.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
did you go to the Comedy Store?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Several
So
times.
you remember Tommy.
Yeah.
And what would your thoughts be on it as a comic?
Frankly, dude, for all I know, he's still there.
So you're nervous?
I'm not nervous at all. No, and what I've learned in comedy, and I learned it very early, and it's on the internet and it's on the airwaves. There's no accounting for taste.
No.
And when you look at the people out there that are making 50 to 100 grand a week, there is no accounting for taste. Absolutely
no,
none
that's totally
whatsoever. So
true.
for
Yeah, but
all we know,
yeah.
Tommy is still there. The hallways have been wired for sound.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, who's going to start talking shit?
Me,
Yeah.
I've been
And
talking it
frankly-
the whole time.
No,
Yeah.
and you know, that's your fucking
Yeah.
right, quite frankly. But for all we know, he's still there. And now it's like, all right, let's see what the fuck happens. Let's spread a
this
rumor.
could just be like a 2-week thing.
It
to
could
see
be.
who
Hilarious.
comes
Did
back.
you read PJ's post? Is that why? Where
Who's
he said it was
PJ?
a joke? Oh, someone wrote a post that Tommy, it was a joke. He just wanted to see who hated him.
It could be. And they might have Ed Snowden monitoring, hashtag Tommy Comedy Store.
I'll tell you,
to see who's fucking talking rubbish.
Totally.
I mean, you don't fucking know. And when you look at who's making bank in comedy or politics or sports, and you look at what they're really fucking good at, which is not much, you don't know. And, I hate to quote other comedians, but Burr's point about do your own thing. You don't like it, set your own shit up.
Yeah,
fucking do it.
Oh, no, I agree.
And that is, Megan nailed it. That's a fucking legacy. That's like the mecca of comedy.
Well, yeah.
And you walk around there and you can feel the ghosts.
My name's on the wall.
You can feel the ghosts flicking your ear.
Yeah.
My first goal, like Dave Berger's name on the wall.
My first goal in comedy, when I started, my first show was at the Comedy Store open mic. I got up when it was a real lottery where you pulled it out of a bucket. Yeah. And some of them had numbers,
actually
some
in
didn't.
Front of people.
Yeah. Which, granted, it wasn't a full real lottery because once you get to know them, they tilt the bucket. That aside. But, back then it was more real, whatever. So I started out there. My main goal was to be on that wall. To me, that's the greatest wall for a comic to be on.
No, that's
I still think
I got passed in 08 by Mitzi.
But in fairness,
I got put on by Mitzi on the wall.
They've been great to me down there.
Yeah.
Tommy's been really nice to me.
Tommy gave me 2 spots a week, Saturdays in the main room.
Yeah.
And either a Tuesday or Thursday, and I would host the Sunday or Monday open mic.
And that and $3 gets you a taco at Danny's truck.
No, I'll tell you this.
Right?
Saturday,
and then when you get 25
Saturday
bucks,
night,
actually
that covers
$1.50.
Saturday nights.
That's what I said, too.
Oh.
Saturday nights in the main room.
3 divided by 1.5 is 2.
Saturday,
Bam.
Saturday nights in the main room.
Podcast now.
Saturday nights in the main room is between about $180 to $300 for doing the show. So it was good money. I was getting like close to almost $1,000 a month off the main room shows. Then my other shows, like the other ones were $15, $25, 25 to host, 15 for this. So I was making like $1,000 a month when I told Paulie he was a piece of shit. He was a fucking hack. He's fucking ruined the store as I brought him on stage. Why did I do that? Because I got sick of the place. It was making me so angry what was going on and what happened to Mitzi's dream that I started losing it and I was becoming negative. And I said, you know what? I need to not be a part of this right now. I stepped away getting spots. So I get that. I get that there's a lot of people who love him. There were a lot of people who made money off of Hitler, had great houses because of Hitler.
Yeah.
He's still wrong. And somebody has to stop it.
Hitler and Tommy are the same person.
That's true.
Is this going to turn into a Charles Lindbergh?
I know
where
this is going.
Berger always taking it to a ridiculous extreme.
Bullshit! Hitler and Tommy are the same fucking person. How do you think they're not?
So Hitler's been hiding out in Los Angeles doing comedy.
They've both been fucking over poor Jews.
He's been passing people at the
over
store
100
for
years old.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Yeah.
He looks pretty great.
I gotta say that for him. No, but you know what? It's a simple thing. He just look, whatever you're getting out of it, whatever someone's getting out of it, however they are to this person or this person, I don't think of it that way. I look at it, how are you as a human being? If you're a fucked up human being, fuck you. That's all. I don't care what you're giving me. You could be taking care of me and my family and giving me everything I want. If you're a fucked up human being, I'm gonna tell you you're fucked up, go fuck yourself. I gotta live and die.
This has been really fun talking about Tommy for this long, but we have
and Hitler.
A finite amount of time on this podcast.
But one last
let's each get a last little thing about Tommy. Start with Preston.
Do you think there's going to be a change? For a positive change?
I hope to God so. I pray. I'll start calling in whether I get spots now or not. If they're doing more stuff to feed comics and get different comics up there every night, because how many times? Hey, let's do a lineup with Jeff Ross, Jeff Garland, Chris D'Elia, Whitney Cummings. If Bill Burr's in town, fuck yeah, then all of a sudden there'll be something funny and original. But other than that, we'll just put up the same fucking people constantly, and I being one of them that was getting up constantly. You got to rotate that shit. There's so many comics out there that are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, Matt, have you done the main room?
Yeah.
You've done them? No, I mean the main room for the Comedy Store, though, the Saturday night?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. How did you get the main room?
Being funny?
Yeah, just kind of show. I mean, in fairness, I would go in spurts at the store. They were always good to me. And it's like the more you're out of bed and dressed, the more opportunity you've got to be there.
Totally.
And the analogy that springs to mind for me is, and being a Bostonian, and I don't like football, but like it's the Tom Brady story. He sat there, Drew Bledsoe blows his fucking knee out. And guess what? Tom Brady knows how to throw a football.
Oh, yeah.
He's out of bed and dressed.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what it's like in this game. You got to fucking be there. Even if you're getting an extra $10 for a bag of weed, you got to fucking be there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it's all about. But you're right about the other stuff where, people are getting
favors,
looked after.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just...
Can you hate them for it? Or
Yeah.
you just gotta be out
you
of bed
can
and
when you
dressed?
know what they're doing for it.
That's entertainment in general.
And there's no accounting for taste.
No, there's no accounting for taste, and there's always going to be people you get favors. Certain people will always be looked after. Certain people, if you play your cards right, if you're in the right place, you're just there. Well, and it has nothing to do with your talent. It has nothing to do with anything. It comes down to luck, man. Like, I'm sorry, but this town, there's a lot of talent.
It should come down to stand-up talent.
Yeah, because you know what?
There's a lot of people that abuse it. I feel tempted to go to auditions and like, all right, here, you ready to read? And I'll just fucking do stand-up. I'll just do my bit. And like, well, hang on, that's no, fuck you. You send your actors down to the store. You send them down to the improv. They come down to the open mic, and they're fucking hacking jokes.
Right? Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, because they're trying to get an accent right because they need to play some.
And they're taking my time away from me.
Fucking shot in the head.
That's the thing.
That's the thing that really
But
pisses
you know
me
what?
off. Is when fucking actors get stage time over me. It's like, I chose this as a career. You want to be a fucking actor,
right?
And your agent said, "Hey, this will help you loosen up in auditions if you go on stage." And
you're a writer, you're an actor.
People.
Go fucking write now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you a pen. I'll fucking use my credit card for your Uber account for your
But that was the problem.
auditions.
That was the problem. Is too many people were getting stage time that shouldn't. Like you said, crazy people. It's good to have one or two just for fun, like a boom shakalaka here and there. But it's not okay to have 5 of the spots taken by nuts. It's not okay to have 7 of the spots taken by friends or girls they want to fuck.
To me, I will say this about the crazy people. I think none of that is okay because I think it's laughing at it's not laughing with someone, it's laughing at them in a very nasty way.
It's mean. It's mean to do that.
And it's also taking time away from people who are trying to make this a career and put in hours a day writing and working on their...
It turns into this whole scene into like a 6th grade, 5th grade talent show sometimes.
Well, no, I don't think it's that. I think it's literally just like pulling a person off the street and going, ha, you fucking retard. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, I know.
And I think that's gross to me.
Yeah, you have no legs.
There's nothing funny. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing funny about that.
It's the freak show.
Let's pretend nothing happens. Let's pretend nothing changes. You still got to get out there and pound the pavement.
Well, what a lot of people don't understand is the Comedy Store is not the only venue, and a lot of people that are so bent about Tommy being fired because they were getting spots, they don't do other spots. They don't do other places.
They're stuck there.
And so they're stuck in that realm of just doing the shows there and this and that, and that's what I'm saying. They're not creative. Whatever. The thing I'll say is good, and I hope that Adam Egbert does and stays the person he is, and you're throwing me way off with the joint.
You need an ashtray?
Yeah. Do you need an ashtray? Is that what you need?
Get those wasabi almonds out.
Look, I'm fucking...
They're not. I would have eaten all of them.
I'm white trash. I'm white trash. I know how to ash a joint in my hand. Okay, so...
Is there a coconut?
You know what? You know what, guys?
Coconut.
Listen, we got a caller. I want to see if they want to talk about Tommy. Caller,
I wonder who this is.
what's your name?
Chuck.
Big surprise.
Chuck! What's up, buddy? Have you been to the Comedy Store? We got 2 minutes left on this, but Chuck, I got something I want you to stay on for a second.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one second. We're gonna jump to the Cold War real quick, Chuck, and then I got a subject I want you to comment on. Hold on one second, guys. Cold War. Obama right now is doing a sequel to the Cold War.
Version 2.
Cold War. This time it matters.
I think it had to do with Putin giving anti-aircraft weapons to fucking insurgents in Ukraine that shot down a plane. I don't think Obama had anything to do with that. I think Putin wants a Cold War version 2.
Now, what's funny, though, is it was the Ukrainians, though, the rebels that shot down the plane. That's what's come out.
Russian-backed.
But yeah, with
Russian-backed it, though. Yeah, Russians.
It wasn't the Russian-backed rebels, though.
Yeah, it was.
Or, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Let me take that back. From what I understand, if someone knows different, it was the Croatian.
Croatian.
Thank you.
It's Russian-backed rebels, though.
That shot down the plane.
It's Russian weapons that were used.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
are we to believe that big government is giving weapons to
it's been going on
I know, right?
for years.
unstable entities?
Almost 100 years now.
What is this? What new phenomenon is this?
I'm baffled.
Next thing you're going to tell me the CIA armed Al Qaeda in the 80s.
No.
And that's what you're going to tell me next.
It's Raul Castro selling sugar to make vodka. Cocksucker.
But no, I mean, but it's just a lot of shit. But okay, let me ask you a question. We're going to do Cunt of the Week. Can we do Berenstain and then jump to Cunt of the Week?
Yeah,
because
sure.
I want Chuck in on this.
Yeah.
Chuck,
Yeah.
do you remember reading the children's books about the bears in the treehouse?
With morals.
Actually, that came a little after my childhood, but they were Bernstein bears the whole time.
Berenstein, right?
Berenstein.
Or for Jews, Berenstein.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Do you realize that these books are now Berenstain? And they're not now Berenstain. If you go look at your childhood book, the one you saved from when you were 4, it now will say Berenstain.
So they're a bunch of fucking sorcerers just changing shit from the past.
What? Now, what's going on?
Best answer ever,
Yes.
Chuck.
That was great.
What
I will say, maybe we were all idiots and we didn't know E's and I's.
Not possible.
Or E's and A's.
Yeah,
Right.
not possible.
'Cause-
Not possible with a bunch of anti-Semitic motherfuckers in this country.
My mother has saved everything I ever touched.
Oh, and
since
did you
I was a
ask her to
child.
look at them?
I did.
When?
She went in the garage tonight.
Oh.
I called my mom and I was like, if those books are visible in the garage in those fucking boxes you have, she called me 5 minutes later and was like, I'm so
Berenstein
sorry.
bears.
It's Berenstein.
Berenstain.
Berenstain, yeah.
Berenstain.
It was
S-T-A-I-N.
Stain.
Now, here's the
Stain,
thing.
yeah.
If you're
Why do we call it
anti-Semitic,
Stein?
it's Steen.
I always knew him as, I guess, Steen. I think Berenstein. I think
Yeah, because
I
you're
think
as
Berenstain.
We all
whitewashed
called
as they
it
could be.
Berenstein. I'm like,
Because you
looking
guys
at
are all white. I'm a Jew. For me, it was Berenstain.
It was definitely Steen
But I
or
called
Stein.
it Steen. I grew up calling it Steen. They had a cartoon, and they said the Berenstein Bears.
Yes.
They
They
said
did.
it in the cartoon.
On the cartoon.
Berenstain
Yeah.
Bears.
But
They
now
said
it's
Berenstain
Stain.
Bears.
So what they're saying happened, what people are saying happened is somebody went back, messed with the timeline continuum.
Oh, fucking
No,
cunt.
hold on a second. Mess with the timeline continuum. It wasn't to change the Berenstein to Stein or Stain. It was simply to do something else. But one of the effects, the butterfly or ripple effect or Mandela effect, as they call it, simply happened in that, through that,
Swear to God, it was
Steen
Steen.
became Stain because it's such a thing in our heads. It's such a thing in our heads. We remember it and they can't change that. So now everybody's going, wait a fucking second. We don't know what they really changed. We know one of the effects was Berenstein to Stain.
I
You
don't
know what? I have the answer for you.
Go on.
You know I'm into conspiracies and everything, right?
Yes.
And they say that the body that they found of Hitler was not actually Hitler. It was one of his doubles,
Of
right?
course.
I think Hitler finally was able to invent a time machine, and he went back.
Yeah.
and
Until the other
his way to
caller
get
will
back
be
at the
right with
Jews.
him.
So
Sorry, hang on a second. Say that again.
Like, what the hell?
Hitler went back in time and did what?
And he changed it so it's not the Bernstein Bears anymore. It's the Berenstain Bears. So and that's his way of getting back at the Jews.
That's his last
Fucking
dig.
I'm gonna get him.
Hitler was like, I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I totally get that. Let me do this. Chuck, I don't want to cut you off. I want to grab this other caller.
Bombo a little too much.
I mean, I'll
think.
say this. Like,
Well, okay.
I say milk, not milk. So
Well, I'm going
maybe
to tell
I
you
don't know
guys
how to
this,
pronounce
though.
words.
Yes, he said Bombo, who's a comic who lives in a motorhome. And
I
he,
love him,
he
but
is,
he keeps talking to me about fucking Illuminati.
Okay,
and
but here's
fucking
the thing.
circles and
Is he out of his
triangles
mind?
and
Possibly.
all the time.
Yeah, he might be out of his mind, but here's the fucking thing. Anyone ever watch a goddamn movie? Because this motherfucker's a crazy dude in a motorhome. He's a white trashy dude in a motorhome.
They're always right.
They always live. They're always right. They always live.
It's true.
When shit goes down, me and my family are going to be at his motorhome door
It's
getting
true.
in.
Woody Harrelson in 2012. He was in a motorhome.
Hey,
If
Chuck.
you have a motorhome, you can make spaghetti with needle
just
nose
because I'm
pliers.
paranoid doesn't mean somebody's not following me, all right?
Right. No, totally.
I saw that shirt one time on a dude
Randy
in
Quaid
Riverside.
in Independence Day. He was in a motorhome.
That's the truth. Hey, caller, we're sorry we actually dropped you. Call right back, please, and we'll get you right on. Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things is people aren't getting. This is real deal shit. This is the world telling us right now.
The
Whoa.
Berenstain, Berenstein, Berenstein
It's a trip, though.
Bears
I
is the
swear to
real
God.
shit.
I grew up on
Big
Berenstain.
fucking thing. We
Again.
all know it.
I say milk.
Right.
with an E because my mom says
Yes.
milk.
Yeah, but you know
but
what?
this
You
is-
know it has
this
an
is-
I in it, right?
This
Yeah,
is a
Okay,
but
you've
universal.
always known it had an I in
It's
it.
weird. Tell us the Dukes of Hazzard thing that you were talking about outside, because this is the same concept.
No, that's what I was telling him earlier.
It may not be on such a grand scale, and if I'm honest with you,
It might be.
Thank you.
But I
thought
do
it was 01.
it is 01.
Or I thought it was 10 or whatever.
Yeah,
It was
and the
on your-
logic behind that.
Yeah.
And I remember it being Berenstein. But then again,
Yeah,
I wasn't the avid reader that I am now. Back in the
But
day,
we all-
I
Oh,
would
you weren't the
all
avid reader
know
before
judge books by the covers.
or
I would get
Berenstein.
right into page 2. Never checked if it was a first edition. I just want to know what the fuck those bears were up to.
We all
and
did.
why these two Jewish crazy people were writing about them so much.
The Berensteins.
And it makes the shit
Yeah.
on TV now, Family Guy and
Oh, yeah.
the Tracy Ullman days with The Simpsons. I mean, these were very, very talented
Well,
cartoonists.
in
So I
30
didn't bother to really look. It
by the
was
way-
an A or an E, Berenstein,
Yeah.
Berenstein.
In 30 years, we're all going to realize that it was Family Guy.
No, you know what's no, you know what would happen? It would be like this. If right now all of a sudden people were talking about, the Samsons are on. The Samsons.
The
we don't go.
Samsons?
We know it's the Simpsons.
No, it's The Simpsons.
Right. But
I
if
think
they
it was the
switched
Tom- it's
it,
the
we'd all know.
Thompsons.
If it got switched, we'd all
So
know.
do you really think that someone went back in time and
Yes.
changed everything,
Hitler.
and then we're just kind of keeping up with it
Yeah, it
right
was
now?
Hitler.
It's not keeping up with it.
But actually, Hitler went forward in time.
This is
Yeah,
happening.
Yeah,
back in
exactly.
time.
He went forward
this
in
He
is-
time.
went forward in time to
Guys,
1974.
I'm questioning Garfield now. I'm
Right.
questioning Calvin and
Everything.
Hobbes. I'm jumping out the window. What floor
This
are we
is
on?
happening.
Clavin and Hobbes, you mean?
What people
Clavin
don't
and
get-
Hobbes?
Kelvin and Hobbes. Yeah.
What people don't get is this has happened before, just not on such a grand scale. People have said Mandela died in '88. People have said different things like that. Even Martin Luther King, all these different things.
Dana Plato.
Dana Plato never
Dana
died.
Plato,
She's
Joseph
still a big
Mandela,
star.
of course.
Elvis is still alive.
No,
But
he
no.
died last month.
But this is the thing.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah,
okay,
him
there
and
we go.
Mandela
We
died
have
last
it.
month.
Wait. We have it on screen.
Yeah, Berenstain.
Berenstain Bears. Thank you, by the way. You rule, Jane.
Welcome to the Berenstain Bears.
It wasn't. It was an E at the end. I swear
Because
to God.
even if you're anti-Semitic, you know it's Steen instead of Stein. If you're Jewish, it was Stein. We had representation on TV.
Jesus, the 50th anniversary? God damn.
This is what I'm saying. 50 years ago, those motherfuckers were
Can you bring it up on Bing, please? Can we get a reliable source other than this Google character everybody keeps referring to? What the fuck?
Well, we're bringing this up. Let's jump into Cunt of the Week. Can we?
Yeah.
Guys, 800-893-9562. Call in, please.
I nominate Hitler in his goddamn time machine, sitting here talking about cartoons.
telling you.
He could
He's in
call. He's
second.
got that time machine. He could call a week from now.
There's
but
kids
it's
in East
still-
LA going to bed hungry tonight. We're
I'm telling
arguing
you
about
right
the
now.
spelling of a cartoon
Thank
book.
you.
God damn it.
Preston, who's our Cunt of the Week?
Who's
our
Rose
cunt of the
Studios,
week?
ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, God.
Who's our Cunt of the Week?
The cunt of the week. This is a good one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain who it is, and then I'm going to read a quote, and then I'm going to let Megan respond
Okay.
because I think she needs to respond to this. It is a North Carolina congresswoman. Her name is Renee Elmers. She's actually running against Clay Aiken, American Idol.
Elmars.
Yeah, can we get the
Holy
goddamn
shit, it
pronunciation
just changed
right?
from an A to an E on my paper. Hitler, stop
Sort of
changing the
wizard over
spelling.
here.
Stop changing the spelling of names. Hitler.
So she's
I wish Bombo
Matt
would call
Devlin,
us.
a.k.a. Hitler, across
Democratic
the table.
congressman from California.
Who?
What was it? It was a Democrat.
No, North Carolina. She's a
Okay.
she's a Republican. She's running against Clay Aiken.
What did she do?
The American Idol guy. Okay, so this is a quote from Congresswoman Elmers. She's a sitting congresswoman. Clay Aiken is trying to unseat her. This is her quote. Men do tend to talk about things on a much higher level. Many of my male colleagues, when they go to the House floor, they've got some pie chart or graph behind them, and they're talking about trillions of dollars and, how the debt is awful and, We need our male colleagues to understand that if you can bring it down to a woman's level and what everything that she is balancing in her life, I'm assuming that's periods, that's the way to go. End quote. Megan, respond.
Well, it's hard
Touche,
for a
Megan,
woman.
touche.
It's hard for a woman because we don't have the ability with all our periods and babies to look after. We can't go to Kinko's and make a pie
Yes.
chart or graph to represent the trillions of dollars. So I would appreciate if she could get, I don't know, Clay Aiken or somebody else, because Clay Aiken is an American Idol, and I watch reality television,
Yes.
as a woman. And so I feel like he could, dumb it down to a woman's level.
Because he's gay.
Fuck that cunt. I'm sorry, I can't keep doing this. Like, I
it's
tried
unbelievable.
really
It's
hard to do
unbelievable.
it for like
It's
3
not your
minutes.
fault. You're a woman.
It's
I
unbelievable.
tried really hard
taking
to do that for 3 minutes. No, fuck you, Preston. Like, I get it. Maybe having an adult responsible job might be difficult for her. But to say that much and reference a man dumbing it down to a woman's level, which is what she said.
No, that was in
That's
the quote.
exactly what she said. She didn't say dumb it down, but she fucking said dumb it down.
I have a question.
Right. She
Please.
said bring it down to her level.
Could you say a few
Let's hear
times?
it.
Because otherwise I don't know if I could
I
understand
want to hear
you.
this.
What's a pie chart?
You know what makes it better?
It's
the
a chart
accent.
on how to-
The
how to-
Boston
yeah.
accent really,
It's about
really
women.
fucking
Shots.
makes it.
Let's talk about
what's
shots.
a pie chart?
What's
Listen,
a pie
let's
chart?
find out. Hey, caller, how you doing? What's your name?
My name's Cobra.
Cobra! Jonathan Cobra, how you doing, buddy? Congratulations on your child.
I have a child. What the? There's another one?
You don't have a kid?
Dude, I've had a kid for fucking 5 years, bro.
No, getting them back from social services. I'm really proud of you.
With a name like Cobra.
You know
have a
what,
kid.
Cobra? You know what I just did? I went and did a show, and I see the guy, love the guy. I won't even say his name because I love him so much. I tell him, I go, oh my God, how's your baby doing? He's like, I don't have a baby. I go, oh, that's right. You're married. You just got married. He's like, no, I just got divorced. He goes, and my baby died years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
So from Adam Sandler, I quickly go, well, anything wrong with your parents I could bring up? Like, fuck. I always say that shit, and I'm just like, fuck. But he's the nicest guy in the world, and his son died, and he was getting divorced.
My God.
Some guys have all the luck.
I always say dumb shit, you know? Cobra, how you been, buddy?
I'm good. I'm confused on something here. I tuned in because I have literally nothing else to do.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You're so welcome. I was just thinking the other day, just random, totally redundant, wondering what the hell happened to Clay Aiken.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think much of it. Didn't put any thought into it. Just wondered, hey, I haven't heard from that guy in a while. Our government has more holes than an orgy full of butch lesbians, and they want to fucking kill one of them, a Clay Aiken?
He's on the same career trajectory as a Ronald Reagan.
But you
Yeah,
did.
he'll be president in 20
You
years.
did just hear what the woman running against him said. So I would take I would take a fucking karaoke singer over that dumb whore any day of the
Which
week.
I will say
She
this.
basically said, she said in a quote, I don't understand what they're talking about in Congress, so re-elect me so I can continue to not understand
How
what
old
these
is she?
people are talking about.
Do you know how old she
She's
is?
like 45, some dumb whore.
I'll say this. I watched Clay Aiken's his little campaign video that he put out. It was not bad. Like, he said good things. Like,
No, he's a smart guy. He's
he
a smart
said
guy.
better
yeah.
things
He has
than
campaign
you know,
videos out?
and
Yeah.
I have a period a
I
lot.
see
Like,
these.
that
Either
was-
way, he's
to me,
smarter
like, I
than
would've
fucking
voted for that
Renee
guy.
Elmers.
Right. He's a better woman than she is.
Yes.
I mean, that's
He
for sure. And he
definitely
can take a
is.
bigger
They don't
dick.
have to dumb it down to
Yeah,
her
he's-
level. When Clay Aiken gets in
I'll say
office,
that
they're
about
not going
Clay.
to dumb it down to her level.
Hey, Cobra, seriously, would you vote for Clay Aiken?
I mean, you didn't on American Idol, but would you for Congress?
Is it because you hate music you wouldn't, or because you hate gay people?
I just...
Bear in mind, you have two choices, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Those are
By
your
the way, Cobra, can you get a better phone?
Do you want
Mine.
gonorrhea or chlamydia?
both are curable though with just a pill. So
Let me
like,
ask you
really,
this,
it's
Cobra.
like a hit or miss thing.
Let me ask you this,
Yeah, but it's inconvenient for a period of time.
right?
but both are.
Is it going to all matter, though? Because pretty soon, like, we're all enjoying life right now, drinking beer, smoking weed, having a great time. We're going to all be dead from Ebola virus.
It's coming in.
It's coming and it's
It's
in.
coming in.
It's
We
in.
brought both of those infected Americans back into the country, by the way.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and
Well-
they're running against each other. And is
In North Dakota.
it North Dakota? Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Cobra, are you
North
aware?
Carolina.
Are you aware that there's a huge outbreak right now? Is it in South Africa, if I believe?
West Africa.
It's-
West Africa.
yeah.
There's a huge outbreak of Ebola.
West
Ebola.
Africa,
Ebola
next stop, New
virus.
Jersey.
Yeah. Ebola virus.
Let's hope.
Yes, but they did. I mean, they made a good point, like an amazing point. Here's the thing: West Africa doesn't exactly have the medical infrastructure we do here.
Yeah, so
it's gonna it's spreading
it's far more
there.
accessible to the public.
Not to poor people.
Exactly.
Yeah, not to poor people here.
It's a lot harder for it to become an epidemic.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let it come here.
Even if it came on a plane.
Poor people are going to get it.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be any fixing them, and they're going to spread it everywhere.
But we'll do it on purpose to get rid of the poor people because we're smart.
It's all about
That's what I'm
killing
saying.
the lower class.
Because I'm poor.
Hang on.
Me too, but I want to be rid of it by dying. So I'm
Who is
fine
this
with
we
it.
that you referred to?
Right?
Jews.
Oh, the we is the rich
I'm
people
a
that I want to be a
Jew.
part of.
No one
the
tells me
dying
about
is the poor people.
It's the Berenstains.
It's the Berenstains.
It's
Yeah,
Hitler.
they're
It's
trying to
all
get rid of the
Hitler.
Berensteins. They want all the Steins
the
gone.
Berenstains are the lizard Jew family that runs the banks.
Please,
Go for it.
my
Yes,
love.
yes.
Please.
We got something right
Is it
now.
the Berenstain
Can I have
theme
it, by the
song?
way? It's getting
Is it
it's scratchy.
It's Berenstain Bears theme song.
Berenstain Bears.
No!
Berenstain Bears.
They said
They
said
said
Berenstain.
Yeah,
She
and
said
we know,
Berenstain.
and we know goddamn well we all grew up with the Berenstein Bears.
But she just played it. That's
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
saying when we were smoking rocks on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Dig up old audio footage
Yeah.
of TV
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
That's
cartoon
their
footage.
point, though. That's what they're saying is just based on scientific, just using quantum physics. It's real simple. You have to
Quantum physics for
retroactively.
Berenstain Bears.
You have this again.
No, the best thing was that he said quantum physics is real simple.
Okay. No, it's real simple. Using quantum physics.
Einstein was a fucking retard. Quantum physics
This
is really simple.
But even going back to Einstein, Einstein even said he even allowed for the possibility
Actually,
of
it's Einstein.
alternate-
It's a shame that he died in a
alternate-
plane crash with
that's-
Richie
it's Albert-
Valance
Wait,
and
that was funny.
Howie Mandel.
Einstein.
This is Howie Mandel. Everybody's
Right?
talking about the Howie Mandel effect. What the fuck? I have a
Howie
beer
Mandela
before I
effect.
flip out.
You know what the Howie Mandela effect
everyone
is?
just
I got a
stepped
beer,
on my
please.
It's
good
having
jokes.
multiple careers.
Savages.
The Howie Mandela effect is having multiple careers, none of them worth a
I
shit.
like the
is
Howie
going on
Mandel
in
effect.
America?
I feel like everyone stepped on my Einstein joke.
I dug it, by the way. I pointed it out.
Albert Einstein.
I said that was funny. Yeah,
Albert was
Albert
great.
Einstein personally said no, but he allowed for the fact of parallel universes. Now, so within
it's-
using that though, it's like think of a freeway, right?
So it's Tommy Morass. In his time machine.
It's Tommy Less Ass right now.
Okay.
But if you think of it all, how it works is if over here, if you have a change, let me get some cameras. If you have a change right here,
Burger's gonna draw a quick pie chart to make sure we understand
Watch this.
quantum physics.
But you know, I won't want that. I won't know what that means.
Look,
So
shut
continue.
your big like a shot.
Okay.
So that's Yiddish for be quiet. Okay, so here's the thing. If you start here and you change something that has a timeline, that's funny, Matt. If you change something that has a timeline, I'm going to show that in a second. What happens is retroactively, everything prior to that also changes. Yeah, put this up here. This is what Matt drew for my pie chart.
That's it.
Stain, you'll see stain, and then if you see over here, there's nothing, but there's a guy right here, which showing that what Einstein said is
With
by
one
using
eye.
quantum physics, by switching over parallel timelines, right over here, you can see
In the top
that
left corner, you can see the time machine. If you hold
it
really close.
retroactively changes
With the
everything.
swastika on it because it was
What's great
Hitler's
is-
time.
is-
What
little
they
thing
wait,
showed
wait,
up on
what
the
they
thing.
wait. This is important. What they couldn't change was our subconscious. You can't change the subconscious. Your hands raised, Matt?
That Algerian plane that disappeared.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
That was Hitler's time machine.
And it
No.
changed
Yeah.
Berenstein Bears to Berenstain.
what
Funny
was
enough,
the-
Matt, number 5 on the list, Algerian
Holy
plane.
shit. And what was the flight that got shot down?
Malaysia, but here's the
And
thing:
it was
the
number
Malaysian
17.
flight, they still haven't found the first one. They haven't found the first
I
missing
know
one.
where it is.
That was Hitler's first mistake. He
It got
tried
shot
to
down.
change Berenstein Bears the first time. It didn't work. He went back. This Malaysian
Hey.
Airlines is going to work out for me if I just give him a second.
Keep laughing, people. You know what? Me, Jonathan Cobra Griner, and our fucking families are going to be at Bombo's motorhome. Just 50 feet ahead of the disaster. Tell
That's
me,
fine,
Cobra.
because guess what? If this happens, I will gladly die. I
Mel
will gladly
Gibson.
fall
Mel
to the
Gibson,
ground
a
and die.
lethal
if
weapon
this
lived in a
falls through.
motorhome.
I don't want to live.
Everyone in a motorhome lives.
I want to die in the zombie apocalypse. I don't want to live.
Fuck that. Me and Bombo may not live the
You
whole
want to
movie.
live without any TV or internet? Fuck
No,
that.
seriously. seriously.
I definitely
Name
do.
the
That's
characters
that's
that
my
live
ideal world.
in RVs. They
Even
survive.
Randy Quaid gave
Randy
up his
Quaid.
own life.
He gave up for his kids.
As a
but
hero.
Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon,
Lives.
he had a motorhome on the beach.
What was the movie with Keanu Reeves and the guy in the motorhome driving right in front of?
Speed.
No, that was one of them.
The Matrix.
The one right after he
Jaws.
sucked Geffen's
Othello.
dick and then got famous.
Can we talk
Bram
to the girl
Stoker's
in
Dracula.
the glory hole for a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi.
Look at that. Matt's kind of awkward with women, but enjoy this. Yeah.
No, I had a good question,
Yeah.
and now I can't remember.
That pretty face. Just
It'll come
confused
back
He
me.
does have a great face. We love your face. Yeah.
I'm
It'll
into the
come back
hair.
to me.
I'm
No, it
super
was
into the
relevant.
hair.
Right?
It was a research assignment.
You do.
for,
Hard to pull, but still.
Oh, no,
fair,
I remember
yeah.
what it was. There was a tornado that landed in like 2009 in the Midwest. Green something was the name of it. Greensboro.
Greensboro.
Greenville.
Don't look at him because he looks smart. I said it.
Well, no, but those people are living proof or dead proof,
Greensburg.
as it happens,
Yeah.
that not everybody that lives in a trailer survives.
Greensburg?
No. If
Why
you
did
live
you
in
have
a
to
mobile
say a
home.
tornado in 2009? People
Yeah.
in the Midwest
Yeah, I was
die
gonna
from
say-
tornadoes that live in
I was gonna
trailers
say, you said
every
you- yeah.
fucking week.
Those
in
are
this
mobile
country.
home people, not
Mr.
motor home. I'm talking about a dude who lives on Chandler Boulevard in North Hollywood on the street in a motorhome.
Don't give his
this
address
motherfucker.
away.
He's got
Don't give his
EBT.
address. He doesn't have one.
He doesn't give a shit. He takes off when he wants. This dude, when it's hot, he moves to an underpass. This dude's gonna live. Bombo, I love. He's gonna live. Me and my 3 kids and my wife, if she can keep up, are gonna be at that motorhome right ahead of the disaster while all you motherfuckers are sucking up zombie dick.
I'm fine with that.
Just know
Yeah,
that.
Don't
Cobra,
knock it till you
I'll
try
say
it.
Cobra, are you
Zombie
joining
dick,
us in the
yeah.
motorhome, Cobra?
I'm fucking so baffled right now. You guys have managed to make the Berenstain Jew Bears the topic of every single thing you talked about.
Yeah, we're
It's
really
a big
yeah.
thing, fucking Cobra. It's got to do with timelines and wormholes and serious shit.
I
And
have to say,
nobody wants
it's-
to hear about the Red Sox.
It's not.
Are they a team?
No, they just
All
traded
I
him off.
know is supposedly the Jew Bears were on the Malaysian flight. That's all I've heard so far.
Right?
We're taking advice from a guy that says supposedly.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hang up on Cobra, please.
There you go. Sorry, Cobra.
There's no
So-
beef.
Gotta drop you on that one. Yeah.
Supposedly,
Yeah,
there's
you gotta
a thing
be.
called a
I was
phone
about to shit on
connection.
Devlin for
gotta
bringing up
be
the Red Sox,
grammatically
and then you had to
correct.
say supposedly,
Yeah,
and
you
I was
gotta
like,
be.
well, now my
I don't know. I
anger
think
is
we should be
somewhere
nice
else.
to him. He went through all the trouble of calling in.
We get a
He's
lot
had
of
some
people
valid
call in.
points, and
We get a lot of. We don't respect him. We like Chuck. The reason we
Yeah,
like Chuck
here
is
was-
because Chuck can kill us.
Well, also, Chuck informs us that Hitler had a time machine.
Yeah, and
I
that's
was unaware of.
back
I'm
in
gonna tell
time
you
for
this. I
Berenstein
told you
Bears.
guys I know what Chuck does, and I can't say.
He builds
and I
time
literally
machines for
won't
Hitler.
say.
That's what he does.
God.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
builds time
comedian.
machine for Hitler.
But he's also deep in government work.
Yeah,
and I
building
do know
time
what he
machines for
does.
Hitler.
Whatever he does, I do know what he does.
Chuck
It's freaky
Barris.
shit.
Is it Chuck Barris?
Chuck Cole.
Chuck
Yeah.
Barris was deep in some
Like,
government
put it
shit.
this
that-
way.
that was-
Yeah, we
yeah.
never don't
the head
smoke
of the
or drink in
Gone
here.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck, well, he was for the FBI. Yeah, he was an informant.
CIA.
Or
CIA.
Deep
Did they
cover.
ever confirm that? Because wasn't there a thing where like people thought he was lying?
No,
he just wrote that book to make
it was
money?
confirmed. No,
And
no,
he
no.
was
The
maybe
whole
just
thing was
crazy?
proven and confirmed with tapes and video. But here's the
He's a
amazing
true
thing.
American
that's
hero.
Such
Yeah.
a weird
Chuck
But
Barris,
cover.
Larry
here's the
Flint, Todd
amazing
Snyder.
thing.
True
That's
American
such a
hero.
weird
Would
cover to
any
be
of
a
you
host of a
ever
TV
have
show.
believed someone if they said, "Hey, they got a TV show host fucking working with the CIA"? You'd have been, "That's stupid. You guys are crazy."
Yeah,
Same
it's
thing.
a crazy fucking cover.
Chuck Berenstein, not Sting.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Fucking doing this again.
Here we
I'm
go.
just saying.
That's what I do every time I get pushed.
Chuck
Right?
Chuck Bear
Yeah, her
Chuck
mic goes
Barris
erect.
Steinberg.
Every time she gets mad, she just gets a mic boner.
Yeah.
It's
Points up north. Or North Star.
So what's
okay.
next
Anyway,
on the
Let's
so,
jump
line?
into this. Look, we
Thank
talked.
you.
Anyway, so
Did we talk
Renee
about
Alvarez is the
Ebola?
cunt of the week.
Yeah. Did we talk about Ebola?
Well, guys, we have 10 minutes left.
Okay, we can do this. We're fast talkers. Did we finish with Ebola, though?
Ebola's done.
It's not done. It's coming to us.
yeah,
No, it's
we're
not.
gonna die.
We're gonna
Let's
all
just
die.
wait till next week. you know?
Cons
Okay.
are gonna die.
I'm not concerned about getting.
Well, that's just because Tommy. Here's the thing.
I'm concerned about. I don't
okay.
have health insurance.
You know
I'm
what we
concerned
ate
about
today,
a lot
though?
more other important things.
Well,
like the
speaking of needing
cancer that's
health
definitely
insurance,
coursing
like
through my
Tommy,
body.
like
No.
like Danny's tacos.
Danny's Tacos. We had Danny's Tacos
It was,
tonight.
it was actually, well, I had a lower star, but it was
Yeah.
actually pretty good. So
Great,
pretty
right?
hungry. Yeah,
You
yeah.
hated it. You gave it like
I
a
did.
7.
No,
Dude,
but for-
that's like
it
my
was
that's like my
price-based.
Ducks too kind
Yeah,
of
that's
thing.
true.
It could have been
$7
better.
for a burrito from a taco truck is a little
And
Well,
Skid
you
pricey.
don't
Row
get
was
you don't
heavy.
get a burrito from a taco. The
Never.
tacos were solid.
Solid.
They were great. The
They're handmade
salsa.
tortillas, right?
Handmade tortillas.
Everyone
Yeah.
watched me drink. I drank a cup of salsa. It was delicious.
That was
She
interesting.
ate the salsa on the tacos and then drank the rest of the salsa.
I
It
like
was so
salsa.
good.
I enjoy
And
salsa.
If you like eating in front of a homeless person that asks you for help and then you say, no, I can't help you while you finish your taco, then that's the way to go.
Which never bothers me.
That's also a great feeling as a human person. It's just to like be eating a thing and have and be like, nope,
It's
not
the
for
humanity
you.
of us. It's American.
I already ate dinner tonight,
my
but I've got
God.
to eat these 2 tacos as a
I'm-
dessert.
I'm barely
Thanks,
getting
sir.
this
Have a good
down.
night.
Yeah, I could barely shove this in my fat stomach right now. I'm so full.
Yeah, but
I gotta throw
good
the
luck,
rest
sir.
away.
Good luck.
Oh, you know what though? That I feel the same way both ways though. I get the same way. Like I've been on EBT for a while because I think a lot of families are. I don't give a fuck. I'll look you dead in the eye and tell you, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Sorry, you don't get free food. Suck my dick. There you go. I don't give a shit. Like I get pissed about people giving me eyeballs when I'm in line, or the cashiers acting like their taxes are paying for my food. It's like, motherfucker,
Because you pull out the EBT.
right? And they get upset. I'll just fucking, like, I love going to Gelson's or Whole Foods and getting
Yeah.
like a case of Fiji,
Just
paying
for-
with EBT,
yeah, exactly.
and looking at them going, I don't even like this shit, but my pets love it. And it just fucking
I'm going
destroys
to take
them.
showers
water
in
my
Fiji
feet with this.
water.
Yeah. Oh, I won't eat anything but grass-fed beef. Everything else makes me sick. Put it on my EBT. I don't give a fuck because it's like it's a fucked up nation. People aren't getting it. We're going to die from Ebola. We got a fucking plane. 2 planes missing now.
But the
A
one
whole
positive-
family of Jew bears gone. Sorry.
But the one positive we can come from it is that is that Matt runs a great show.
I was
Oh
going to
my
say, I think
God.
we should talk
The
about
Venice
Venice Underground.
Underground.
The only
It's a
thing
solid
keeping
show.
the world together right
Yeah.
now. Well, wait. Let me say this.
No pressure, man.
Wait, let me say this. Let me say this because Berenstain Jones and Matt Devlin
Yeah. Well,
run an
well put.
amazing show
Well put.
because, yeah, they're both a team in that. And I've known Bronson forever, one of the nicest, sweetest people, very funny guy in comedy.
I haven't met him, but I would say the better half is in England.
Yeah, no, the guy's like 6'12".
Yeah, he's a tall
Thanks.
Yeah,
guy.
I don't even think he has a second leg. He just walks on his penis. You know, he's a good looking guy. You want to hate him. Like you really look at him and go, God, I hope he at least has like gonorrhea.
So
he's
he's too handsome to be funny. He's handsome and funny at the same time. You're
not
like,
only
you
that,
fucking asshole.
funny and kind, nice.
He is sweet.
But what balances,
He works his ass off,
his
too.
kindness?
No, he's great, man.
Yeah, what
I love
balances
working
his
with him.
sweetness is Matt Devlin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I bring
I've
it.
heard, Matt Devlin I love on stage.
I'm like toxic sea salt.
Oh, no,
Red
you're-
Tide sea salt.
Oh, if you haven't seen Matt Devlin on stage, fucking true stand-up comedy, that's what I'll say.
Thank you.
No, I've never not been impressed with your stand-up, and a lot of people don't get what stand-up is. That's what stand-up is.
I appreciate that. And I think that's for me the barometer of what we're doing. If, you want to spin wrenches, you fucking spin wrenches. You want to spin wrenches and be on TV, fucking figure it out.
That's all it is,
And
you know?
pick one.
Yeah.
And
but
go
I mean,
for it.
But you're so you
Wait,
on
so
stage.
to be good at comedy, I got to learn how to spin wrenches?
No,
Fuck
you
that,
got to
I'm clear
learn
on
how
that.
to spin wrenches and then go be the best wrench spinner
Yeah.
in the history of the universe.
I was
Or
gonna say-
Not that dumb. I get your
Matt
analogy. I'm not dumb.
saying that like
Sorry,
fucking
I'm-
comedy
Nothing-
isn't for you.
Nothing.
I was reaching.
I'm still trying to figure out the Berenstain Bears. Where's the plane? Where's the plane?
I'm
Where's
telling
the
you.
plane? I'm
Nothing
conditioned
sounds-
to believe that a plane can go up and disappear. My niece is 3, right? She knows how to bring up James Taylor on my sister's iPhone, right? I can't even fucking do that. And she's 3. And she's living in a world now where planes vanish. When I was a kid, 3-year-olds vanished.
You coming on this
Now
podcast,
planes vanish. Now 222 people vanish.
Is it-
and
Yeah.
3-year-old kids know how to listen to fucking...
Two planes.
This podcast
Two planes.
is going to ruin your life,
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah. Two
I've seen
planes.
fire and I've seen rain. She can fucking sing along to that. And meanwhile, in reality, planes are going down.
Yeah.
And there is fire. Rain
No, there's
fire.
no fire and rain. There's no
there
fire.
is.
Or rain.
It's
They
raining
just
fire.
just fucking
Wormhole and
vanish.
get out.
Our
Where's the plane?
government could show a video of me jerking off with a pickle in my ass from 5 million fucking miles away on a satellite where they could pinpoint me and keep me from running from office because they're going to show it, which granted I wouldn't care. I'd show it myself. But they can't find 2
Wait,
planes.
was that
Yeah,
an
isn't that what you
announcement that
do
you're
with
running for
salaries?
office?
No, it's an
It's
announcement
only
that I
one
like jerking
missing
off with
plane,
pickles
right?
in my ass.
And one shot down.
take it out.
plane.
No, the Algerian one is still...
Algerian,
Yeah.
the original Malaysian airplane, they still haven't found yet.
No, they haven't found the
The
original
second
Malaysian.
that did
now
rain
the
down
Algerian's
fire.
missing.
But the Algerian
That
was
one did
lost
rain
in a
on fire.
storm.
And I thought all
right?
this time that plane wreckage just disintegrated and vanished.
Right?
Yeah, they do,
Yeah, who
usually.
didn't know?
Based
Who didn't know
on-
it didn't just dissipate into air?
My grandfather had a AOL.com account, and you could look at footage of previous plane disasters, and there was never any wreckage. So no fuselage.
Right.
No,
AOL.com.
Wow, I was really hoping that like you were gonna go into like my grandfather was a pilot in the Korean War, but you said my grandfather had an AOL.com.
My
account.
grandfather used to jerk off in black and white at dot matrix speed.
Well, he was
Oh
in
my
in the
God.
first platoon of Rangers, so the dude's legit.
Oh, no.
He's no longer with
You know,
us.
but no, a lot of, you know what's funny though is there's a lot of people from the
Neither is
past
AOL.com.
before the internet that, see, because right now everyone's like, oh, all this bullshit's coming out just because the internet and everyone's putting it out there. The same amount of people were talking about things they saw and this and that, but now that we have internet, they can share them. So it sounds
Right.
like, you know,
Yeah.
we're hearing it more. But you know, it's like I told everyone, nobody's going to give a fuck until it's a fucking episode on The Simpsons or Family Guy, and then they're going to think it's a joke. And
Do you remember the Chinese whispers?
the Chinese?
I was
Yeah.
in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
The
Chinese-
mushrooms hadn't kicked in, but we started off with a teacher whispered something
So
in
you
the
dropped
air over
mushrooms in the
here.
3rd
Oh,
grade.
yeah.
They didn't kick in
Yeah.
until the 6th grade.
Yeah,
But-
he said 4th grade.
And
asshole.
it would go around the table, and by the time it got back,
Yeah, I know.
it was all fucked up.
Yeah.
The whole world is convoluted bullshit.
Totally.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah,
telephone
totally.
game.
And
They
an
depend
apple
on
a
that.
day keeps the doctor away. And if you read the Bible, that's the only fruit you can't eat. And snakes talk. We're fucked.
well, how about
so
the-
why are we bothering with it? Why we only have 19 beers at this table and how much vodka's left? Why do we give a fuck?
Why is there vodka? But you know what? You know what though? Watch. You said Adam and Eve. Here's the funny thing. Does everyone know that there was a woman prior to Eve that's documented?
Well, yeah. Where do you think Adam came from?
yeah,
No.
yeah, I was.
But
gonna-
no.
And Cain
I
and
mean,
Abel, and Cain
I
killed
mean
Abel, and then he
the
came back with a
first-
chick.
The first woman made for Adam.
Wasn't
And
Oh, and
Eve?
she wasn't up to
And
snuff.
she was the one cast out. She was the one cast
Was
out
that-
that
wait,
wouldn't
what?
follow
I
God's
don't know.
law
I
to
don't read
obey
the
man.
fucking stupid
It was this
Bible.
whole weird thing. Now again, I hear
Bible, the prequel?
these things, but then I've done crack today. I've done a lot of
Outside
fucked up
earlier.
stuff. I'm joking. I've done a lot of fucked up stuff in my life.
48
No.
minutes ago.
I'm not the smartest person, but I am very educated. And simply this, when someone tells me something, I laugh, but I still research. And so when I
Right.
research, like the Berenstain
It's
thing,
Berenstein,
it makes a
it'll always
lot of
be
sense to me.
If I
so
fucking
research
hear
it.
that goddamn name of that book,
Hey, no,
ever
pay the
again.
fuck attention to it because it
2
could be the
minutes.
end of time. It could be why we're being controlled. It could be why we're like gold mining, coal digging pieces of shit. And we all are set here to just constantly entertain those that mine, and those that mine are there to mine for those that know. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
all
but
this
the
bullshit.
real reason
Yeah.
why we're here is to plug stuff.
Let's
so-
do it.
Yeah.
Go for it, Megan.
Tomorrow I'll be in Solvang.
Fuck
Beautiful
yeah.
Solvang,
Give it up for the
California.
Dutch.
No idea where. But
Anywhere in Solvang, you can find Megan.
yeah, it's a small town. And then next Friday, big news, PUI, Talmo's last PUI
Yep.
ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hosting.
Do
Very
it.
excited.
Yeah. I'll be there
Preston,
in spirit.
shoot it out.
Preston-Blaine.squarespace.com. Go there, read my shit, and watch the show I wrote and was in with Megan at the Precinct, the show at WordPress.com.
Mr. Talmo?
Performing under influence, my last hurrah.
Yeah.
The whole 1 year. So,
A lot of drunk people, a lot
Next
of
Friday,
DUIs.
Hollywood Hotel. Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
yeah, Mr. Devlin, Matt Devlin.
I'm on MySpace.
And all, yeah. Guys, Venice Underground.
Yeah,
If you
you
get a
wanna
chance to
check
check
that
out that show, if you love comedy, you will see some of the most nationally recognized comics there. You'll see some great, amazing, up and coming comics.
We had
Every
Berger
6
there
years, you'll
recently.
see me. Yeah. No. They're so great to me, more so than they should be, and I always appreciate them. I will tell you this. I will be up in Bakersfield at the Nile.
Bakersfield.
Doing a benefit for Mr. Jim Trino, who I want to give a huge shout out. This man is an amazing, deep, great person. He blew himself up on accident, putting on a show for everybody, a fireworks show, and this whole thing he put out. Blew himself up, one of the greatest people, though. But yeah, no, he was destined to blow himself up at some point. Jim's a nut. Like, this guy did so much fucking speed. Every time he's back on it, and he quit in like 91.
This guy's a great guy. Huge speedhead.
No, he's great.
Huge
I met him
speedhead.
through the NA shows and stuff. I would do them, and they'd make me sign things that I wouldn't be high. Anyway, Niall Bakersfield, Jim Trino benefit. Check it out. It's going to be great. August 8th.
Night, cunts.